What is good, my mutant freaks? Today, we are going to review Yaira 1. Look at that cover. This cover, just to start off, the cover itself is so much cleaner and looks so much cooler in person. And you guys can already see how great this cover is. In person, it's like eye-popping. It's like, whoa, this is top tier. This was drawn by Kane and White. I love Kane and White so much. This guy is so cool. Anyways, Jen and Sylvia Soska, thank you so much for this story. You have met beyond my expectations. I have to be honest, I was not expecting this story to be so good. And it has nothing to do with Sylvia and Jen. It just, the character just didn't interest me at all. No, I wouldn't say at all, just not that much. And I was the least excited out of all the 4 stories that the Rippaverse has come out with. I was the least excited. Guess what? This is now my favorite story out of all of the comic books that the Rippaverse has come out with. The art is top tier. Thank you, Deborah Carita, for everything that you've done to make this comic book great. And thank you, Kane and White, for, being the art director. You have really reached the every artist in the Rippaverse. You have reached them to their full potential, and I mean that sincerely. First of all, the story starts off a little slow, and it's not confusing, but then it all just kind of, at about a third of the way through the story, everything just comes together, and it just, like, everything makes sense. This story just shoots into the sky. It's such a good story. Oh, and there's a little bit of there. Oh, Jen and Sylvia, thank you. You guys did so well with this character. There is so much background to this character that they implemented into the story, and it's such a good story to an addition to the Rippaverse. I don't even know how to explain it. You just got to read it. It was so good. Oh, and at first when I started reading it too, I was a little skeptical, because I mean, like what I said, it was a little slow, but that was necessary. It was necessary to put a foundation on the story, and then just get going with all the action, and everything became intense the rest of the time. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a little something too that I really liked about this story is that there's a little bit of mythology, which has a lot of Norse mythology. There is a little bit of Greek mythology, a little bit of an Easter egg from what I can tell. And there's a new superhero. A new superhero has been introduced into the story. I'm not going to spoil it. Just going to leave it at that. But this story is top tier. And I mean that sincerely when I say that. Like, the Rippaverse comics have been pretty good so far. Isom 1 had some flaws. Isom 2 had a few. And then Alpha Core was pretty good, but I saw a little bit of things that were just kind of like, I don't love that, but I don't hate it. Yaira meets all expectations. I mean, they don't meet expectations because it's better than what you think it's going to be. Solid 9 out of 10, to be honest. This comic is just so good. It really is. And it took me a couple days to read it, only because I've been so busy. But I finally finished it after, I think, 3 or 4 days. And it was driving me nuts because I was just so anxious to finish it. And every time I came home, every time I had a time to just sit and relax, I had a few pages to read, and that was my only entertainment for those couple days, because I was so determined to finish it. And I'm glad I finally did. But every time that I sat down, I was eventually at the edge of my seat. So good. So good. Be stern, be great. And as always, do better, and we'll talk to you guys later.